Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready, set.
Mike 5-4.
You ain't going nowhere. Snap.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars 5.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Bryant. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Crowder now to return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
at their own 46.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Darnold from the gun. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
23 yards on the play. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Darnold completes it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line.
15.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it. Minshew finds his target. It's Gates. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
50, plant.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Donald. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quincy Enunwa, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He was looking for Enunwa there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ready, ready. 18 games.
Go, go, go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. He's at the 30. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Here's Darnold. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Intended for Daniel Brown. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Young lady.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Darnold on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Looking downfield for Dez. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The kick by Lambeau is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch out, lady. Lady.
On first down, Darnold, and Anderson's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Come on.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Fournette on the counter. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 76 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the purse. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Here we go. Hey, exit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with a run by Fournette. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Flushed out right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Minshew throwing on third down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch 54. It's going to be on.
Minshew, first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his leg. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Matchbox right.
Now Leonard Fournette. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's second down.
70, Indy.
On second and 10, it's Minshew. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Minshew on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Minshew sets to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. This is Bell on the dump off. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Darnold down to throw. Nunez got it, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
To throw is Darnold. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Here's Minshew. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll give this to Bell running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Now Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded inside the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jets,